Welcome to Evolve Your Life, the podcast where values meet vision, ambition meets alignment, and family fuels your purpose. I'm Dr. Stefanie Ascher, chiropractor, entrepreneur, homeschool mom, cancer warrior, and your go-to girl for building harmony in every area of life. Around here, women step into living fully and authentically, and we believe you are capable and worthy of it all. So grab your coffee, get cozy, and let's evolve your life together. Welcome to Evolve Your Life. Today's episode is a little bit different. This is a car episode. I have never done this before. I'm very hopeful that it works, but I am in the car heading out on a trip for family vacation. So the boys are already there. It is a full family trip. All of Steve's siblings, their wives, nieces and nephews, my in-laws, and we are all spending the weekend at a beach house in St. Augustine. So we are recording this podcast on the go. And for all of you who ask how I do all of the things, this is how we adapt. We get creative. And so I hope this episode rocks because I would love to be able to do car episodes. That would be so convenient in my life. So today we are talking about a topic that I get asked about all the time, and it is homeschooling, and specifically how to homeschool as a business owner. Now, let me preface this by saying I am not a homeschool master. I have only been doing it for a couple of years, and every family is different. Every family's values are different. Their priorities are different. What works for each family and each child is going to be different. And that is okay. That is the beauty of homeschooling. And there are many reasons that we chose to homeschool. That is for a different episode. Today, I want to talk more about the logistics of how you can do it, how you can make it happen, the different methods and options, and just show you what's possible. Because I get asked this question all the time from high-performing entrepreneurs. And it's funny, I have so many friends and colleagues who have multiple six-figure and seven-figure businesses, and they don't know how they're able to also homeschool. And I want to tell you, it's easier than you think, and there are more options than you know. So let's jump right into it. When it comes to homeschooling, there are many different options. There are different methods to do it. You can be an unschooler where you don't follow any set curriculum and you just go with the flow. You learn through life. You teach your kids as you go through experiences. There's worldschooling where you teach your kids through travel. And then there's more conventional methods. And I will tell you, we are a combination of all of them. There are seasons where we are completely unschoolers and we just go with the flow and we teach our kids through life experiences. So some ways that we teach our kids on the go is through things like when we go to the store, we are teaching them how much things cost, how we save for things. We're teaching them life skills and life lessons. So something you need to realize is you don't just need to be teaching your kids math, science, language arts, reading, history. You need to teach them how to be a good person. You need to teach them the lessons that are important for life and to be a good contributing member of society. And especially in their younger years, this is really important for us. We are focused a lot right now on character development. We want our kids to be kind, respectful, good people. And a lot of that is caught, not taught. But that is something that we need to think about as parents, especially in this day and age, is just teaching our kids to be good people and teaching them life lessons, because those are things also that they're not getting taught at school. They're getting taught that at home. So that is one big thing. Another thing is everything that you do with your kids is an opportunity to teach them and help them learn and grow. So whether it's through travel, I love traveling with my kids and teaching them all of the different things as we go. We can talk about budgeting. We can talk about how much things cost and the numbers. Cooper specifically is at an age where he loves math and he loves money, and money loves him. And I want him to learn how he can cultivate more of it, how he can save it, how he can spend it. And so a big part of our travel is teaching our kids how to travel, how you check if your flight is on time, how you navigate an airport. You can talk about gas prices. You can talk about all of the different things. You can learn different cultures. You can talk about different foods. You can study and look at how every area is different in terms of hills and mountains versus lakes and oceans. There's so many fun things that you can teach your kids through travel and through experience. Now let's get into the real meat and potatoes when it comes to teaching your kids subject matter. There are many different ways to homeschool. And I think a lot of times when people think about homeschooling, they think about sitting at a kitchen table or in a homeschool room with workbooks and doing a lesson. And that is the reality for a lot of people. That is not our current reality. So homeschooling for us looks like right now, Cooper is doing an online curriculum. We also have a written paper workbook curriculum. I love The Good and the Beautiful. It is a great faith-based curriculum. I really enjoy that. When he was in preschool, we started with Gather Around the Table. That was more topic-based. But as he's gotten older, we have switched to The Good and the Beautiful for his main subjects. That is a great paper written curriculum. Now, we were noticing that we were having struggles around sitting there and doing bookwork. And I also needed something that gave him a little bit more independence and a feeling of accomplishment and success. So we got something called Me Academy. It is an online curriculum. He has a school tablet. It's an iPad. And he goes on every day. I determine what subjects he's doing. I set the days of the week that he needs to do them. So when he goes on each day, it shows him exactly what he needs to do. He can earn a streak for going on and doing his schoolwork every day. There's instant gratification with the screen. We can save the screen debate for another day. However you feel about screens is totally up to you. We decided that it was going to be best for our family in this season if it's something he could do on a screen without complete supervision and guidance, and it has been a game changer for us. Cooper is currently in first grade, but the thing that I love about it is he is not doing first grade curriculum across the board because he's advanced in different topics. So that curriculum has been working great for us right now. There are options when it comes to curriculums. You can go all paper, you can go all digital or online, or you can do a combination of them. As a homeschooling family, another great thing is homeschool co-ops. So currently we go to a co-op every Tuesday. It's a co-op that I attend with them. And there are also co-ops that are drop-off co-ops where you can drop your kids off for a number of hours. Both are great options. In this current season, we do both. So we do the in-person co-op as a family on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays or Fridays, there is also a drop-off co-op that we loved. The cool thing about homeschooling is you get to try different things all of the time. So if something's not working well one month, you can change it the next day, the next week, the next month. You can constantly be adapting for your child, their needs, their interests, what is exciting them, and you can always be adapting it to them. That is the beautiful part of homeschooling, is it's completely custom for your child and your family and each kid in your family. So when we started doing a drop-off co-op that my friend Alana, who's also my executive assistant, that her and Haley started, I realized my kids love getting dropped off. So it's just Cooper currently who's getting dropped off, and he absolutely loved drop-off co-op. And what he said to me was that he loved the sense of independence. And that's something that I want to cultivate for my kids, is a fierce, independent spirit. And he made it very clear that he loved getting dropped off. So now for next year, we are exploring additional drop-off options for longer days and multiple days a week. So this is something that can be really great, especially if you are an entrepreneur. You can look into a homeschool co-op where you drop your kids off anywhere between 1 to 3 days a week is what we're exploring for next year. Anywhere from 8 to 3, and you can have set days that your kids are at a co-op environment, and you can have set days that they are with you at home. In addition to all of that, there are also so many people who have worked in school systems that no longer do, or who have backgrounds in education who can tutor your kids. So another option is you can have somebody come into your home and teach your kids certain subjects throughout the week. So there are a lot of options, especially as an entrepreneur or a busy family, to make it work for you. And the beautiful thing is just finding the perfect harmony for what fits in your family. What I had to learn with homeschooling was that there's no one way. It's just what is going to set your family up for success and meet your needs in different seasons of life. We have shifted things multiple times regularly, and that is the really cool part of it. There's also a lot of different options in terms of homeschool classes that your kids can attend. In our area, a lot of the kiddos that we know go to a homeschool class for jujitsu. Our kids go to Ninja Warrior and gymnastics. Cooper does piano. So there are a lot of different options too of what you can take your kids to do during the day in terms of different activities. If your kids are interested in art, there's homeschool art classes. And so you have to just be open to getting creative and seeking out the opportunities for what your children enjoy and what they'll thrive in. We have an aquarium about an hour away. They do homeschool classes throughout the month too. So your kids can go and learn about what interests them, the things that light their soul on fire, and whatever their hobbies are during that time. I just want to encourage you that if this is something that you are considering, there is a way to make it work, and there's a way to make it fit your family's needs. And that's okay if it changes too. So just like we started out thinking that I was going to do a full sit-down written curriculum Friday through Sunday, we've now shifted that where we have co-op 1 to 2 days a week. He's doing online curriculum every day. And then we spend family time learning through experience and activities and crafts and that kind of thing. Homeschooling can be a beautiful blessing in your life. There's no one way to do it. The worst thing we can do is compare our journeys and our decisions to another family's. That can steal a lot of the joy and make you feel like you're doing it wrong. And there's no wrong. There's just what's best for you, your kids, their needs, their interests, their hobbies. And it can be so fun and fulfilling to create a life and a structure based around your family's values and priorities month to month and year to year. So I just want to encourage you, if homeschooling is on your heart, you are capable and worthy of doing it, and it will be a beautiful blessing for your family.
Thanks for hanging out with me today on Evolve Your Life. If this episode inspired you, leave a review, share it with a friend, follow so you never miss a moment, and come connect with me on Instagram at Dr. Stefanie Ascher. Until next time, keep evolving your life boldly, beautifully, and unapologetically.